Buying a home is exciting, but there are some extra costs you'll need to be ready for besides the down payment. Today, we're going to talk about something really important: closing costs. We'll explain what they are, what to expect, and how you can be prepared when it's time to close on your home. By the end of this video, you'll have a good idea of what to budget for and feel more confident about the home buying process. Let's dive in. So, what exactly are closing costs? Well, closing costs are all the extra fees and payments you need to make to officially transfer the ownership of a home to you. When you close on your home, it's not just about signing papers. There are services, inspections, and other things that need to be paid for to make everything official. These costs are usually paid on the day you close, and they can add up, so it's important to be ready for them. Now, you're probably wondering how much closing costs will be. Typically, closing costs can range from 2% to 5% of the total price of the home. So if you're buying a $300,000 home, your closing costs could be anywhere between $6,000 and $15,000. It's a good idea to save up for these costs ahead of time, so there aren't any surprises when you're ready to buy your home. Sometimes, you might even be able to negotiate with the seller to cover part of the closing costs, but we'll talk more about that later. Now, let's go over some of the main things that are included in closing costs. 1. Loan origination fees. This is a fee your lender charges to process your loan. It covers the paperwork and administrative work that goes into getting your mortgage ready. 2. Appraisal fees. Before you buy a home, an appraiser needs to figure out how much the home is worth. This fee covers the cost of that service. 3. Title search and title insurance. A title search makes sure the seller actually owns the property and can legally sell it to you. Title insurance protects you if there's a mistake or issue with the ownership of the property after you buy it. 4. Home inspection fees. It's a good idea to get your home inspected before you buy it. This helps you know if there are any problems with the home, like plumbing or electrical issues, before you close the deal. 5. Property taxes and homeowners insurance. Sometimes, you'll need to pay a portion of property taxes and homeowners insurance up front. These costs may be added to your closing costs. 6. Private mortgage insurance, PMI. If you're putting down less than 20% of the home's price, your lender might require private mortgage insurance, which protects them if you stop making payments. You'll usually pay the first month's PMI at closing. 7. Escrow fees. The escrow company is a neutral third party that handles the money and paperwork between you and the seller. Their fees will also be part of your closing costs. 8. Attorney fees. In some states, an attorney is required to help close the sale. If that's the case where you live, you'll need to pay for their services too. So, how can you be prepared for closing costs? First, talk to your lender about all the fees you'll need to pay at closing. They'll give you a document called a loan estimate within 3 days of your loan application. This document breaks down all the closing costs you can expect to pay. It's important to review this carefully so there are no surprises later on. Next, save up. Remember that closing costs can be anywhere between 2% and 5% of the home's price. The more prepared you are financially, the smoother the closing process will go. You might also be able to negotiate with the seller to help pay some of the closing costs. This is called seller concessions. While it's not always possible, it doesn't hurt to ask your real estate agent if it's something worth considering. Closing costs are usually paid on the day you sign the final papers for your home. This is called the closing day. You'll need to have the money ready, so make sure to talk to your lender about how to make the payment. Sometimes, this is done through a cashier's check or a wire transfer, depending on what your lender requires. As you can see, there's a lot that goes into closing costs, but now you know what to expect and how to prepare for them. Remember, these costs are just part of the home buying process, and being ready for them will make things go more smoothly when it's time to close on your new home. If you have any questions about closing costs or the home buying process, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you every step of the way. For more information, be sure to connect with us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing your existing home, Mortgage and Credit Pro is dedicated to providing you with the best in service and products. We are here to answer your questions and help you through the process. You can reach us online at www.mortgageandcreditpro.com. We look forward to working with you.